All right, so believe it or not, I actually do a lot of landscapes, or I did do a lot of landscapes, even though I'm more better known for my street photography these days. But I'm making this video for anyone who's coming to Korea, and really there's not that much information over this location, but I'm hoping I can help some landscape photographer out there. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about this place called Independence Hall, which is located in Cheonan City. Cheonan's like about an hour 20 minutes outside of Seoul by like bus or train. And during the fall, you get the sun rising in pretty much like the best location, which is like right behind Independence Hall. And in the fall, especially, you tend to get all this fog around Independence Hall. You know, that's what it's famous for. Unfortunately, the fog didn't really show up when I was shooting, but you do get a very beautiful photo, especially with like the fall foliage. Now, many people might be wondering how to get this look to this spot or this location, which is really why I'm making this video. It's actually an older video I had on my other YouTube channel, but I just wanted to re-upload it here because it is my photography content. So anyways, the mountain is called Hukseongsan, and the great thing about this mountain is that you can actually take there's a temple at the very peak of the mountain, and you can actually take a taxi all the way up there. So you can wake up like at 3 or 4 in the morning. You can take a taxi to the peak of the mountain and ask the taxi driver to please leave you in the parking lot, because the temple itself is going to be like closed. Now, in the parking lot, if you walk to the back, there's actually a very small gate, and it lets you go around the temple. So you follow the path, you take the gate, you circle around the temple, and then once you get to the end of the temple, you're going to see like this little kind of pathway leading down. It's kind of hard to see at night, so I really suggest that if you're going to Hukseongsan for the picture of Independence Hall, you go in the daytime and you try to find the spot, because it's actually not that hard to find, but at night you're going to be kind of lost. So yeah, take a light at night, and then you come back again in the morning once you're ready to take the shot, because like I said, it's not so much information out there. Anyways, when you find this path, you're going to follow it. After a while, you're going to come across the main path, like the main hiking path, because you can actually get to the spot by hiking the mountain, but why do you want to hike the whole thing when you can just take a taxi to the parking lot, right? Whenever possible, I like to do that. And you're going to come across this fork in the road. There's going to be some arrows. One of them is going to lead to the observatory, because there's like this little platform. And if you show up there, you're going to see a bunch of photographers there. You can't miss it, because like at night, they all have their flashlights. So there's always somebody there, by the way. So you just follow the right direction. You're going to see all these lights, and you're going to have your platform. Then you can take your picture. So that's some information for Hukseongsan and Independence Hall. Now, regarding landscape photography, it's all very different. The things I say for street photography are not the same things I say for landscape photography, because landscape photography, you have to be very meticulous. There's a lot of planning involved. Gear, I'm not sure it matters too much, as much like street, but when you're a landscape photographer, you really want like a good camera, I guess you can say. You could do it with a APS-C, no problem, But I was shooting at, I think it was f9, or probably f9 or f10 or something like that, just to get like a good field of view, just to get everything like in focus, And I was using a reverse gradient filter. Now, reverse gradient filters are, well, you know what an ND filter is, right? Reverse and gradient filter, I've used it in other videos, actually starts off kind of strong in the middle, and then as it goes up, it gets lighter. That way, it's a very specialized filter. It's mainly for sunrises or sunsets, And this lets the sun be in the picture without blowing everything up, but you still get like the sky in the photo and you still get like the foreground. Now, I don't want anyone out there to feel like they have to buy one because they're like $300 or something like for a good one. Even the cheap ones are really expensive. Like I said, it's a very specialized filter, and I do a lot of like commercial landscapes, and I did do a lot of time lapses back then. I mean, I still do them, just not as much. So I do use the expensive gear for this kind of photography, and I do plan ahead like a lot. Like I check the dust levels and the pollution. I check the weather. The weather is most important because you want to get some like nice clouds in the sky. You also need to make sure like the sun rises in the right position. For this picture, I did use like multiple exposures, you know, because I wanted to get the lights from the photo, like I wanted to get the lights from Independence Hall, and I wanted to get like the sun in the sky. So I took multiple pictures and then I just blended them together in Photoshop. So yeah, if you're coming to Korea and you want to take a picture of Independence Hall in Cheonan, I hope this video finds you and you're able to get the shot, because you know it's a very beautiful photo. I wish more landscape photographers came to Korea, because there's actually many photos out there that you can take that are amazing, but people just don't know, you know, everybody goes to Iceland. Anyways, see you around.